Hello lovely people, my name is Nekro and we will be playing Heartbaked. Let's begin. Nekromanten. Oh! Okay, apparently my name is too long, so we'll just go with Ginger. My nickname is, well, it would be Nekro, but since it doesn't fit, let's just go with Gingy. I rubbed my eyes lazily as warm rays of sun tickled my face. I could have sworn I had at least 1 more hour of sleep. I don't want to get up just yet. It's not like I was lazy, but the sweet thought of indulging myself in sleep's embrace just for a little longer. I was over the moon when I was given the role of this year's main pastry chef, but actually preparing for it was just... No, Ginger. Pull yourself together. Go, Ginger, go! I slapped my cheeks to wake myself up. I can do this. I can wake up at 3 AM for the next 9 days. Hopefully. I dressed up quickly, washed my face, brushed my teeth, and headed downstairs. My beloved bakery, Ginger's Pastries, the best pastry shop in our humble village. If someone said otherwise, they were lying, especially if that someone was a dwarfish elf. For convenience, it was connected to my house. That way, I could bake mouth-watering goods for which people from far and wide come in enormous crowds to acquire whenever I want to. That's what I'd like to say, but... The title of pastry chef was given to me a few months ago by my late grandmother. I'm continuously trying to prove myself and get better. That's why I was blessed with the opportunity to bake a variety of cakes and other sweets for the upcoming pastry festival. Every year, to show our deepest gratitude to the revered pastry god, we held an event where we show and taste the best pastries from the neighboring villages. And this year I would be among the best chefs. It's so nerve-wracking. Yoo-hoo, Ginger, are you up yet? Oh, it was this time already? How much time had I wasted standing around? Oi, Gingy, where you at? Stop yelling, Radley, I'm right behind you. Oh yeah, hi-ho, Ginger, hehe. Radley was such a moron. It felt like we'd known each other for an eternity. I still remembered when we were running around together causing a mess in Grandma's bakery. And now he was working for me as a delivery boy. He was quick, efficient, and didn't complain about his low wage, the perfect slave worker. I meant worker. Besides, it wasn't like he didn't get a fair deal. He was allowed to eat as many pastries as he could. So, who are the lucky fellows to be graced with your bakery goods today, huh? Let me see. It seems like the mayor and Carver requested sweets. Carver, I still can't understand why you would agree to bake him anything. I wouldn't even want to be standing in the same room as him, breathing his air. Yuck. Oh, rats, come on. I just cannot turn down his silent plea to taste his best sweets ever made. The poor little tart has to eat his food baked at 800 degrees and burned at that. Ha! That must be the reason why he's so tiny. I snorted and shook my head. They really do hate each other. So, mind handing me the basket? I'd rather be quick about the deliveries today. Oh sure, let me just... I went to the counter to pick up the delivery basket. As I lifted it, there was a horrific ripping sound. And then all of my carefully prepared pastries from the night before were tumbling to the floor and rolling around helplessly. I stared in horror as the baked goods were completely ruined, frosting smashed against the floor and filling oozing out of the donuts. Ha! Radley. He raised his hands defensively, still laughing. Oh man, oh that was gold. You didn't see it coming at all. Oh my god, your face. Aha, Dofus, we can't give our clients this. Don't look at me like that. Yes, even if one of them is Carver. Ah, you're no fun at all. Radley pouted, assuming the pose of an angry child. You want to play so badly, silly pie? Then let's dance. Keeping his fear of filth in mind, I picked up one of the destroyed cupcakes. Then I shoved the ruined masterpiece right in his face. Frosting and crumbs smeared across his jaw and I snickered. Say hello to germs! All the color disappeared from Bradley's cheeks, really complementing the pink of the frosting. His arms dropped and he started to shudder. No, how could you? He gave a piercing shriek, twisting his face in disgust while slowly backing away towards the front door. What is it, Sunshine, huh? Where are you going? Gingy, I swear I will not forget this. I will come back to get my revenge. After spending at least a century disinfecting myself. And there he went, dashing away. I'd probably see him tomorrow, but who knew how long he would bathe for. I retreated to the kitchen, finally commencing the baking spree. I had to give it my all to honor the pastry god. A flashback of my grandmother and me sitting in front of a warm fireplace enveloped me. She would let me tell tales of our beloved divinity, how the pastry god's good god. She would tell me tales of our beloved divinity, how the pastry god's good will enable us elves to live peacefully on his sacred grounds. I remembered nagging her to recreate the tale. Her words were so vivid, I could almost smell the sweet scent from when the world was first made, fresh out of the pastry god's oven. And for my dear lands, abundant in the sweetness of the tastiest virtues, I shall give thee my fellowship to tend to thee. Meticulous in their actions, with hearts in the right place, I have no fear for this land to be corrupted by my precious children. This my wish, that shall be true. And the role of priest, or rather, the role of the conveyor of this will, was bestowed upon us, the pastry chefs. Lady, hello? Yeah, When I came out of my thoughts, a giant was blocking my view. Or rather, a giant's nicely sculpted abs. Oh, pastries. Focus, woman! There's a huge man in your kitchen and all you can do is stare at his... I looked up to come face to face with the source of the low, husky voice. My apologies for startling you. Though I was standing there for the past 5 minutes or so, I figured you must have noticed me. Therefore, let me repeat, I'd like to... Oh, wait a second, do not. What is that smell? No, more importantly, what are you doing in the kitchen? This is staff-only area. Shoo! Off you go! People these days, I swear. I pushed him lightly out of the kitchen when I felt something soft under my feet. I looked down to be greeted with a puddle of mud? Mud. In my kitchen! Your name. Benjamin? Benjamin? Listen, No, Benjamin. As in, please put more emphasis on the B sound for you. See my sheep? Yeah, weirdo, I don't care. Listen, Benjamin. I'd like to think that I am a nice person, considerate. But for breadstick's sake, has the idea of washing your feet never occurred to you? Whatever do you mean? I'm one with nature. My flip-flops allow me to feel the greatest gift bequeathed to us. Pastry god put me in the oven now. I'm just... Okay, you come in, causing a ruckus in my shop. Leaving mud everywhere. Are those sheep in my shop? This guy's unbelievable. Yes, aren't they adorable? This is Bethany and this is Bernard. Adding illegal trespassers to your crime list? Crime list? Since when is the desire to purchase cake a crime? Has the pastry god been dethroned at last? Times change so rapidly. No, donut head! Animals are not allowed under any circumstances to waltz into any kind of shop. Were you born yesterday or what? Pastry god, give me strength to go on. Huh? Oh. But they are sheep. How does that change anything? Well, they are my family. There's a difference. Get out. Pardon me, but I don't... Get out of my shop this instant! Come on, Bethany Bernard, we don't need to listen to this. But to be denied the entrance to public buildings open to normal people. Truly scandalous. That guy. I hoped I never met him again. Benjamin and his crew walked out of the shop, leaving a mess for me to clean up. Radley, why did you leave me with all this dirt? I started to purify my sacred grounds of the mud and germs. Finally, I am done. After 3 hours of scrubbing, polishing and an additional hour of airing the shop, it was at least safe to breathe without a gas mask on. The morning passed almost in a blur. Great, I haven't managed to do anything productive today. I think I should bake some thank you gifts for Radley and that Benjamin guy. A unique cotton dirt parfait du la fricot for Radley and my specialty for Benjamin, sweet spaghetti marinades. Perfect. I still have time to bake something, maybe? Ginger, what is the meaning of this? Pastry god, why do you hate me so? I didn't know you could sing so low, but there we go. You finally reached your destined level of living. Carver, what are you rabbiting on about? My nuts, dear Ginger, I have come to complain. Wow, wouldn't that be the first time? And for pastry god's sake, stop yelling. See, I am quite a cultured man that keeps his word, unlike some people. My yelling ceased, but did your cupcakes arrive at my house? Let me check real quick. Oh wait, I don't have to. Because you are a dirty liar! Oh no, don't mention dirt today to me unless you want to see my wrath. Your wrath, haha. I mean it, little tart. Beat it! I did make your stupid cupcakes, but Pastry God decided to enlighten Radley with yet another idea for his pranks. No more. The noise of the word Radley was enough for me to fully grasp the situation. Still, the order was made. Since my goods did not make it, I demand a refund. The audacity of this dwarf. Listen here. I don't know your little crafty schemes. You are fully aware of the abyss between your level and mine. Abyss? No, I wouldn't call it abyss. More like a whole universe between you and me. Ha ha ha! Sometimes I wondered, why did I even bother? I could have just quit, went on holiday, far, far away, and never came back. Like I was saying, I can't comprehend why you I can't comprehend why would you want to compare mine and your pastries. Hey, you're still competition. I need to check how you're faring every now and then. Besides, you've got some talent? Ugh, I cannot believe I've just said that. But yes, and I must scrutinize your progress. Carver? Maybe I was wrong to perceive him as my arch-rival. Maybe he could tutor me. Maybe... To know where to strike with my bakery genius to take you down. I could cry and cry myself to sleep. Yeah, that sounded like a good idea. Are you quite done yet? Don't underestimate my lung capacity. I could go on and on. But I still demand a refund. I'm a victim in this galling situation. Absolutely not. Do I look like I'm running a charity? Besides, you could very well bake yourself for better cupcakes with me. Yes? Yes, I could. I'm sorry, this guy is very, very fun to roleplay. But why should I turn down the chance of free food? I'm not that picky. Oh, look at the time. It's already past go away time. You're not welcome here again. What? The audacity to banish me from this rundown shop. Bye-bye. I slammed the door quickly behind Carver. I slid to the floor and grunted at my situation. I didn't want to do anything else. Those three sucked all of my remaining energy out for the day. I went upstairs. The sun is setting. Silly me for thinking I could achieve anything at all today. Oh well. I might as well skim through my recipe book. It still had my grandma's scent. All of her knowledge, as well as all her predecessors, was contained in here. What is this recipe? I've already bookmarked the recipes I wanted to make the most and at the same time are within my abilities. But this is a new one. Why hadn't I noticed it before? Ew. What was this cream doing here all smeared across the pages? It must have glued them together. Hope it wasn't Radley again. Well, let's see what this recipe is all about. Heartbaked. The ultimate cake for all you connoisseurs. Have you heard of the term put your heart into something? Well folks, in this recipe you do that quite literally. Okay, I don't want to comment too much on this, but I just want you to know that I could comment on this if I wanted to. Because they quite literally has a double meaning. But I don't think this is this kind of game. Moving on. Excuse me? Ah yeah, Ginger. You know what I mean. I can just picture the petrified face as you read. Okay, this visual novel is, yeah. Thank you. I don't think I even need to make any commentaries. This visual novel does them for me. Thank you. This is great. My dear chef, I discovered this recipe by an accident, really. One day, I was baking as usual when my dear husband arrived straight from work. Even though we had been together for 10 years, our love has never melted. On that fateful day, he decided to give me some flowers as a surprise that he'd found on his way home. Blah 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 blah. More of this love bowl cake. Dear muffin dough, when does the story end? Oh, here we go. In short, because of the love that the cake witnessed, it turned itself into the tastiest, softest and sweetest pastry ever to be baked. Huh, well, look at that. Heartbaked. I'm a bit worried what kind of love has been witnessed. Doesn't matter. Heartbaked. Piece of cake! You shall be made by me, the great Ginger. Thanks to this cake, everyone would worship me as the festival, adore me! And Calvin would just eat his shoes from the fury. There's no way I could let this chance slip away. Besides, it couldn't be that hard to make, right? Famous last words. Ingredients, check. I had all of those. Almost. I had no love. Maybe my love for my work will count? I'm so alone. No, Ginger, you are forbidden to think like that. I shook my head determined and squeezed my fist tightly. How hard could it be to get someone's love? Nothing that I couldn't handle. Village boys, here I come. Wait, I had no time to meet someone new. So that left me with Radley, Carver and Benjamin. Haha! Ha! I couldn't cry. Tears wouldn't improve my situation. I mean, everyone had some positive aspects about them, right? And they were quite a catch too, right? Look at Radley. He was so... Radley. Yep. Then Benjamin, whose family was sheep. And apparently he had no knowledge of bathing. Scored, Ginger! Lastly, Carver. Little baby strudel elf who couldn't stop yapping and screaming. I was swooning already. I'm going to sleep. I didn't want to think about those dorks anymore. Okay. What am I? Ah, okay. This is the chapter selection. Cute.